Hello and welcome to Housewarming. This is a new series by Fine Line looking at the impact of art in the home. So join us as we're welcomed into the home of art buyers and we get a chance to explore their collections and have a conversation with the artists as well. Today we're coming into the home of Kat Lyadova, who's purchased a piece by Natasha. She's a multidisciplinary artist known for vibrant murals, and she works in so many mediums. She does live painting too, which is really cool. Are you ready? Are you ready to go in, have a conversation?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hello.
Hi.
Come on in.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
I'm Evangeline.
I'm Kat.
Thanks for having us in your
coming.
house.
Hello. Good to
it's so
see
good
you.
to see you.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm very good. Thank you for coming. It's so good to see you guys. Come on in.
I love your space so much. Oh my god. The light and the ceilings.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Oh my gosh. And I bet in the summer this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Just like being in a forest almost.
Yeah, it feels like you are in the country, not in the city.
Yeah, I love that. You can't find that in Toronto. It's so hard
It's
to
hard.
find.
I feel like we got so lucky getting
Yeah.
this place.
I love
Thank
this space especially.
So this is my part-time workstation.
Yeah.
I run a design agency. My background
Yeah.
is in graphic design, digital design.
Wow.
So back in the COVID days, I worked from home, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Now I have a co-working space, so I split my time between here and the office space. But I
Yeah.
still love it. It gets a lot of natural light.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
You have some art too here as well.
Yeah, I
Little
like
pieces.
different design stuff and art stuff.
Yeah.
This is a piece of a good friend of mine, Sasha. She's a painter who came from Ukraine. She does really interesting acrylic, kind of red and blue paintings. This is a guy I met in Las Vegas at a conference. He does this cutout illustrations. He does them really fast, so he just literally did it in like
Oh,
5
wow.
minutes while I
Yeah.
was sitting there. That's quite a skill. This guy, we found him in Mexico. He is, we met this local artist who makes this creepy dolls, and I absolutely love it. We call him
So creepy.
Joselito.
Yeah. What's his name?
Joselito.
Joselito. Oh my god. You got cute bear and a little
Yeah.
creepy bear over there. And then you have more art over here. And more little stuffies.
Yeah, I didn't want to just like buy
Yeah.
art from IKEA.
For sure.
So I reached out to some of my friends and also to some of the artists that I follow but not necessarily know personally.
Yeah.
And I asked, can I just buy stuff from you? So some of them are originals, some of them are just posters. But I like that I know these people.
Yeah.
Maybe not personally, but I know them and I like them and I feel like I connect with their art.
And I feel like this wall here just kind of continues on with that same theme, like the black and white and the sort of simplicity, but then like each piece has like an intricacy to it. And these are Natasha's pieces, the ones in the middle, right?
Yeah, the two in the middle are Natasha's. The one on the top left, I believe her name is Chelsea McLeod, somebody I don't know personally, but I follow her on Instagram and I really love her sort of grungy portraits and illustrations. The one on the bottom left is an artist from Hong Kong. I got his original painting from Etsy back in the days. And I really love how confident he is in his minimalistic approach. It's just an ink stain, but it's clearly a person. I love it. It's amazing. The one on the bottom right is another friend of mine. Natasha also knows her. Her name is Alena Skarina. She is a highly accomplished Toronto illustrator. She does work for like New York Times or
Wow.
New Yorker.
Oh my God.
She has this very distinct style, and I absolutely love her work. The top right is the only piece that I made,
Yeah.
and it's not here because I think it's amazing. It's here because it has, again, sentimental value. I created that illustration for my very first website back in 2008.
Yeah.
So that was the image I had of myself kind of like working all the time
Yeah.
with fast food on the side.
Oh my God, I feel like we all understand that position, just like over a computer, working so hard.
Honestly,
Oh my
I feel
God.
not much has changed.
Yeah.
I'm still that person.
Yeah, still the same.
Yeah.
I have a question. Do you, when you were picking the items, there's like a theme of ink in all of them?
I love ink.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm a bit of an artist as well. I don't call myself an artist. I'm more of a graphic designer. But I like doing drawing and painting sometimes, and ink is my favorite medium.
Yeah.
If you look at my table, I actually have some ink there as
Yeah.
well. I really like intricate detail work, and I really like ink stains. So that's just what kind of speaks to me personally.
Yeah.
This is a cool piece from another Toronto artist who works with ceramics. I got it from Toronto Ceramics show.
Yeah.
I forgot her name, unfortunately, but I really like it. She creates this kind of alien-like eggshells.
Oh my God, it's like from Alien the movie. It's like
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
so cool. You have like even more stuff over here. This looks like something
Yeah.
from Natasha.
Yeah, this is also Natasha. This was a birthday gift from her. This was another birthday gift from my friend Tamara. She's an architect here in Toronto. That was from maybe 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
And that's you, right? Looks like you.
Yeah.
Portrait.
Yeah, this I think this is supposed to be also me, right?
I don't remember if I used you as a reference, but I remember once I finished, I was like, yeah, that definitely looks like her.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I like it. I really like it. It's very nice. This is something I got from a museum of advertising in Tokyo. A very interesting place. This is just a postcard by a native artist that I really liked. I got it from Manitoulin Island. We traveled there last summer.
And what about this one here? I think
This one is a very interesting piece. I bought it last summer from, I think it's called Black Pencil Tattoo Studio. It's by a tattoo artist who used to work there. She's a Ukrainian artist who came here after this whole situation began, and her paintings are a little bit dark, but I like this one because it has a lot of energy. It's very dynamic, and it really speaks to me. Obviously, this whole thing is a big deal for all of us, so it's kind of a reminder, and yeah, I'm proud to have it in my place.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories throughout your whole house. It's like friends, different countries. Like it shows where you've been and all your relationships too. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like you guys have like a really special relationship, both as like creators and artists. And I'd love to like talk a little bit more about how you know each other, how you've met, and yeah, especially like Natasha's pieces you have in your home. If you guys want to sit down, have a conversation. Yeah. I would love to know how you met, how long you've known each other, and yeah, what's your story?
Well, when was it? Was it like the first time?
A while, maybe 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back in 2009, maybe. I think you were still in Ottawa, and you were visiting Toronto from Ottawa, and I was still in school.
We had this one friend, and we still know him, but we just don't see him that often, Denise. And his go-to move was to make sort of like a date, like to meet up with a friend, and then show up with another person that you don't know, kind of like to introduce each other, just like, I don't know, for jokes, I guess. So I thought I was meeting him, and we were supposed to go to some party, and he just shows up with this lady, and I was like, I don't even know what this is, but and I took this photo of you with my film camera, and I remember always like looking at it, and I was like, oh, she's so pretty.
Aww. I remember that photo. I really like that photo.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something out of a movie somehow, like with the film camera and everything. It's like the first day you met, the one photo, you know what I mean? I love that. And I mean, you said you weren't an artist, but I feel like you're an artist. You're very creative and like you've
I
worked
call
in
myself a creative generalist.
I love that.
I went to school for arts
Yeah.
and I also went to school for communications. So now I'm kind of doing both.
Natasha, like I'd also love to know more about your art practice. Like we were looking at your pieces over here and impressions, and this is a lot of your like ink drawings, but you're saying you work in other mediums too. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, I guess when I describe my practice,
Yeah.
it's a three-pronged approach.
Yeah.
So I do the murals, I do live
Oh my
art
God.
for events and weddings, and I do more like fine art and commission
Mhm.
artwork. And the ink and watercolor falls into the fine art part.
Yeah.
And I love to create those. I love to either create an original piece
Mhm.
and then later sell it as prints or originals, or I do a custom portrait of somebody with the inks and the watercolor.
Wow, that's so cool. The live painting, I actually saw you at the Fine Line launch, and like you put together like this beautiful piece just like within an hour. It was amazing to see it. Yeah, what about the murals? Can we see any of them throughout the city? Are they in Toronto?
Yeah, there's a few. A lot of them are a bit smaller and sometimes on private residential areas.
Yeah.
But there's a big one on Rogers Road and Dufferin. It's sort of like an underpass mural, so it kind of goes along
Oh yeah,
the stretch.
I love those.
And I worked with a team of other artists. Cristiano, I don't remember his last name, but maybe. It was like a team effort, and we worked with the city of Toronto.
So cool.
Kersha, she's like a really great artist.
Yeah. I want to know more about the specific pieces you chose from Natasha, because obviously there would have been a lot for you to choose from, being someone you're connected with. Like, what was it specifically, like impressions, that one over there? What drew you to that at first?
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
That one is my favorite.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing it in Natasha's Instagram for the first time when she just finished it, and I really liked it. And then she had her studio sale, and when I saw it, I knew I had to have it.
Yeah.
I love that piece. What I like about it is that it only shows you a portion of the face, kind of emerging from an ink drop, but the eyes, no matter how you look at this painting, from what angle, I find that the eyes kind of follow you, and it feels like they are looking at you with this curiosity and a little bit of melancholy. It's almost like they're looking right into your soul. And I never asked Natasha who was the inspiration or who was the person behind this painting. I realized I actually don't want to know. I feel like it's somebody that I might have met in my life, or maybe somebody that I will meet in the future. So I feel it's very powerful, very emotional, and I like how it's minimalistic, but at the same time it has a lot. I really like it.
And it's like, it's just centered perfectly in this space. And I love that, what you said. It's almost like a melancholy Mona Lisa. You know how they say the Mona Lisa just like follows you with her eyes. But yeah, this has definitely a different energy to it, of course. That's beautiful. I feel like this has been really interesting to get to know both of you. You seem like such creatives, and like your relationship seems so important to like, just like the work you brought into your home and the work you each create. We did want to thank you for having us into your home today. Natasha brought you a piece, actually.
Wow.
Thank you.
To continue your collection of ink and watercolors.
Oh, thank you.
This is one of Natasha's pieces from her Fine Line collection. So it's called Memory.
Nice.
I feel like it's so evocative, and we get a chance to see your watercolors here. It's beautiful.
This is really nice. Thank you.
Yeah, when they told me to pick a piece to gift you, I thought this would be a perfect fit. It has the same mediums that you really enjoy, and I feel like it fits with impressions and that portrait that I created of you. It has like very similar motif and that same kind of gaze because if you look at the portrait that I made of you, they're both kind of looking down into the side, and I thought it was a very cute coincidence, but also maybe just something that I'm not aware of, and I kind of recreate that same look.
Nice.
I like the framing. I love the clear frame. It's really cool. I think all your work on Fine Line, it's original pieces on there. That's cool. I love that. This is gorgeous. You got to find a place for it now.
Yeah, that's going to be a challenge. Thank you. I really, really like it.
Oh.
I like this grungy feeling and this watercolors. This is something that I always liked about Natasha's art. It has this interesting combination of a bit of grunge, but at the same time it feels elegant. I don't know how she does it, but I think it's really powerful.
Yeah, it's very romantic, very dreamy kind of.
But at the same time it has a bit of edge.
Yeah.
So it's dreamy, but it has a bit of edge.
Especially I think the ink adds that like grungy element. It's beautiful.
The thing with ink is a lot of it is just happy accidents. You can't really control it, at least the way that I paint. So you just kind of hope for the best.
And I think that's what makes it really beautiful. You don't try to control it. You just kind of go with the flow, right?
Yeah.
Well, I just thought that it's like it's really sweet how much support you've shown to my art, and just remembering like a lot of the highlights and like important moments in my life in general. Like you were always kind of there. So yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's my pleasure. I mean,
we would like to thank Kat for welcoming us into your home, and definitely check out Natasha's collection online at fineline.art. There you can find a lot of art from local artists, and be sure to bring some of that into your home too. And we'll see you next time on the next episode of Housewarming.